Welcome and good day, everyone. Welcome back to another match for the Unofficial Amiibo Smash League Season 3, powered on the Switch 2. But before I continue, I'd like to remind everyone to support Nintendo and their affiliates, because without them, we wouldn't have the game, let alone the Amiibo that we do today. So let's go ahead and give them our support. Alright, so before I continue any further, I'd like to welcome everybody to another match for week 7, which is the final week of the regular season. Now our first opponent, or the first challenger in this match, is coming from the Pokemon group. Here we have the Pokemon Trainer. Now the Pokemon Trainer has only won one match and is hoping to gain victory today. But if the Pokemon Trainer and the Pokemon Trainer is hoping to win today, because literally the possibility of the Pokemon Trainer getting booted is very real. However, if the Pokemon Trainer does win, then the Pokemon Trainer will be staying in the competition for Season 4, and that would mean that Jigglypuff in the Pokemon group gets the boot. Alright, now that we've talked about the Pokemon group, we're going to go ahead and introduce the Pokemon Trainer's challenger coming from the Dreamland group. Here we have that, well, that pink powerhouse himself, Kirby. Now Kirby has won 3 matches and is looking to gain another win, because although Kirby has won more matches, the people in the group have also, a majority of them have also been won at least 3 matches. So Kirby is needing to win this match to help prevent himself from being eliminated or getting the boot after this week's competition. Now these two characters are both going to be battling it out on a randomly selected stage, which could give an advantage or disadvantage to one, if not both characters in this match. Also, each character will be given a randomly selected stage, each character will be given 4 lives, so they each have a better chance at gaining victory in this match. Alright, let's not keep you waiting any longer. Let's get this match underway and find out. Pokemon Trainer versus Kirby. Oh, it's the WarioWare stage. This is going to be fun. Yeah, because the WarioWare stage has some interesting things that change. You know what? Looking at this, it's almost like a black and white fight, like a classic Game Boy style fight, because Pokemon originally came out for the Game Boy, so which was, as did Kirby. So so having both characters in the kind of the black and white thing. Okay, minus Squirtle now. Well, I mean his shell, but yeah. Charizard's mostly gray. Oh, and Kirby knocks Squirtle out, forcing the change to the Ivysaur. Now that's one of the things with the Pokemon Trainer is that, oh, look at this, you got the thing, oh, chiseling the thing, oh, they both failed to chisel the block. I know if they do the thing successfully, something good happens of it. You know, either that or something bad doesn't happen. It's the WarioWare stage. Alright, looks like chat is rooting on Kirby here today. Oh, and Kirby gets knocked out by the powerful Charizard. Yeah, that's the thing with Pokemon Trainer. She has Charizard, Ivysaur, and Squirtle going backwards. And the Pokemon Trainer gets knocked out. The Squirtle gets knocked out, forcing the Ivysaur back in. Yeah, so the Pokemon Trainer has a lot more, I guess, diversity in attack possibilities than say Kirby, because of being able to switch between the 3 Pokemon. However, I think that if oh wow, they're now metal. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they now are gonna have a power up. That's cool. I think that'll register in the stats too at the end. Oh my gosh, being metal and off the edge fighting, not a good idea. See, Squidward would be disappointed. You get the big Mario Mushroom if you're successful. So, well, I think the Pokemon Trainer's having somewhat of a hard time figuring out which Pokemon to use in this match. So, I think that's probably the Pokemon Trainer's issue this season. It's like, I don't, rather than stick it, rather than using one and with confidence, it's like, okay, I'm doing good. I'm doing good with one. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to another. Just to switch. Kirby's at 140 right now. It's like Pokemon Trainer on that last life. Over 100%. Oh my gosh. Kirby dominating in this match. And Kirby knocking the Pokemon Trainer out. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so interesting. Alright, so Kirby gaining a win makes it possible for Kirby to have that chance at gaining, going into that tiebreaker match to determine who's going to be the second seat in the Smash-Offs. So that means Kirby's definitely not going home, but because Pokemon Trainer lost that match to Kirby, that now Jigglypuff has a chance, because on Monday, that means that Jigglypuff and Pokemon Trainer are going to be battling it out for the elimination match. So, and those tiebreakers are 1 life for each character. So that's why they're tiebreakers and stuff, because it's just like, hey, 1 life, either win or go home. All right, I'm going to make sure to mark that down on the win-loss sheet, so that way I don't forget on that. All right, so let's go ahead and look at those stats. Oh, man. All right, that match took 3 minutes and 35 seconds, with Pokemon Trainer only getting 1 knockout against Kirby. Man, Kirby really put in the work on that one. Alright, so the damage given by the trainer is 233% and 491% for Kirby. The damage taken by the trainer is 518% and 263% for Kirby. Nobody recovered any damage. The peak damage for the trainer is 166% and 146% for Kirby. The launch distance for the trainer is 452 meters and 251 meters for Kirby. Now, in case you're wondering what that launch distance is, that's how far that character got launched in the match. So the higher their damage percentage, the further they got launched when they were hit. So that's actually a stat that would probably count against that character in one way or another. So unless of course they have a like 200 plus hit percentage, and and then they get launched like 1,000 meters or something like that, then it's because, you know, when they got launched, you know, they got their damage percentage was so high. Anyway, ground time for the trainer, 57 seconds and 67 seconds for Kirby. The air time for the trainer is 149 seconds and 145 seconds for Kirby. Nobody got any swim time, but the hit percentage for the trainer is 32%, but the Kirby was in the high range with 41%. The ground attacks for the trainer is 12 and 25 for Kirby. The air attacks for the trainer is 55 and 99 for Kirby. The number of smash attacks for the trainer is 5 and 22 for Kirby. No grabs, no throws. Okay, the number of edge grabs for the trainer was 6 and 1 for Kirby. 0 projectiles for the trainer, but 2 for Kirby. The max launch speed, that's how fast a character got launched when they were eliminated or even sent across the screen. 1,105 kilometers per hour for the trainer, and then 735 kilometers per hour for Kirby. Now the longest drought time for the trainer is 12 seconds and 7 seconds for Kirby. Now the transformation time, this is one we don't get very often because we usually don't use items, but hey, some of those stages have that, such as that one turned the characters into metal versions of the characters. So that transformed them into a metal version for the trainer's 14 seconds and Kirby's 13 seconds. So that's where the transformation time is in there. Alright. Another exciting match here between the Pokemon trainer and Kirby. Now Kirby will also be involved in a tiebreaker match on Monday as well. So both these characters will be back for a single tiebreaker match on Monday. And if you like the content, go ahead and give it a nice thumbs up. It really helps out. If you want to see more such as this, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when new content is available. Also, if you decide to leave a comment, please do so in a respectful manner, because we want to keep this family friendly after all, so everyone can enjoy. Thank you once again for watching, and have a wonderful day.